In example 2, we want to solve for x again and write our answer as a complete sentence. But now our problem's going to get a little bit more complicated. In letter A, if you take a look, we have 1 is greater than negative 3 times x plus 2 and then plus 22. Since we have the parentheses over here on the right, we have to get rid of them by distributing that negative 3. So if we rewrite it with distributing, we get 1 is greater than. We take negative 3 times x, gives us negative 3x. Take negative 3 times 2, gives us negative 6. And we can't forget we still have our plus 22. Then if we take a look at this right-hand side, we have some like terms that we can combine together. Our two constants, negative 6 and 22, we can add together to get 16. So we can rewrite this now as 1 is greater than negative 3x plus 16. Now we can go ahead and look at x. X is on the right. It's being multiplied by negative 3, and we're adding 16 to it. So we have to get rid of the 16 first, going through the order of operations backwards, which means we'd have to subtract 16 from the right and subtract 16 from the left. If we do that, 1 minus 16 will give us negative 15, greater than negative 3x. Our next step is to get rid of the negative 3 that's being multiplied by x. The opposite of multiplying would be to divide. So I'm going to divide by negative 3 on the right, which means I have to divide by negative 3 on the left. Now, here's our case. We're dividing both sides by a negative number. Since we're dividing both sides by a negative number, we have to switch our inequality sign. So when we divide, we get negative 15 divided by negative 3 is 5. And we switch the greater than sign, which makes this a less than sign, and we get x. Now, when we write our complete sentence, we want to write our complete sentence starting with the x. So what we need to do is we need to take our inequality and we need to move it around so that the x is over here and my 5 is over here. So to do that, I'm going to move my x here and my 5 here. And remember, this mouth of that alligator, you can think of it as eating the x right now. I still want it to eat the x, so I need to flip it around since I flipped around the x. Now I can write my sentence that says x is greater than 5. Next, I'd like you to go and do the try this. When you are done with the try this, you can check your answer. So go ahead and pause now. If you did the try this correctly, you should have gotten x is greater than or equal to 12. If you did not get this or have questions, please raise your hand and I'll come around and help you.